Hey everyone, I'm Josh Sutton here, your trusted real estate advisor here in Lynchburg, Virginia. If you watch to the end, I'm gonna go over my personal predictions of 2024. Many of you guys know that I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to economic numbers. First, I wanna give you a recap of the last 3 years and then compare them and kind of go into your Pacific school district. In the spring of 2020, right after COVID started, we had 580 active homes on the market and 450 homes were pending. That's a ratio of 77% of what was pending to active. The last several years before that, we usually saw about a 50% ratio. Us agents thought it was the greatest seller's market that we could have. Little did we know the craziness that was about to happen. A lot of people decided to move to the Lynchburg area. At this point, we realized there weren't enough homes on the markets and builders could not keep up with the demand that the buyers kept putting on our area. And that says a lot about how Lynchburg is growing and turning into a thriving community. During the COVID craziness, the hardest day for buyers was on April 13th, 2022, where there were only 182 units and condos and townhomes on the market. There were actually 594 under contract. Remember when I said that the ratio of 77 was a great seller's market? Well, on that day, there were 326% pending to active sales, way beyond the 77% that we thought was crazy. Many homes were getting 10 plus offers. Buyers were devastated every time they didn't win an offer. As we all know, the Federal Reserve decided that they had to fix inflation. So they decided that they needed to raise interest rates to help slow things down. And things really started to work. On December 15th, there were 453 active homes on the market and 349 pending. So that is about 75% pending to active ratio, which gives buyers a little bit more breathing room when making an offer on a house. But keep in mind, the best homes are still selling fast. Let's take a little closer look on Lynchburg and the surrounding counties in the last 2 years, how housing values have gone up and down, and how current interest rates are affecting your market and also closer to your neighborhood. To compare, let's look back at 2021. There were 3,732 homes sold and the median sales price was $222,000. This year, there's only about 2,500 homes sold, and that's a 33% decrease in sales. But the median sales price is $278,000, which is 25% increase in the last 2 years. Just in the last year, we've seen the median sales price of the home go up 9.3%. You're probably asking, if sales have gone down 33%, then how did median sales prices go up? Well, not all houses have gone up. As interest rates have raised, we saw 2 things happen. First, people with great rates have decided not to sell their houses and hold on, which makes less supply in the market, which really holds the value strong. The second is cash buyers and large down payment buyers were not affected as much by the rates and have kept buying. They tend to buy more homes in pricier neighborhoods, which kind of makes the median sales price go up. Here's a chart showing the school districts and how each one has performed. EC Glass has improved the most by sales price going up in the last 2 years by 33%. That could be as rates went up, neighborhoods stalled out, and other neighborhoods had more cash buyers still in the market, which raises the median sales price. Opposed to Heritage School District, which came in the lowest at 19%, probably because the neighborhoods are more similar in value. But if we actually compare it to the number of houses sold last year, JF and Brookville School District slow down the most percentage-wise, which leads me to believe that they don't have as many cash buyers moving in. But let's talk about my 2024 predictions. Now, making public predictions is never a good idea because people are gonna get pretty mad. But I feel like it's my duty to show you guys what exactly I feel the market's gonna do. First, let's start with buyers. In 2024 will be the first chance you get to buy a home without competing with multiple offers in the last 3 years. Although the interest rates are a little bit high right now, I believe they're gonna start slowly coming down throughout the year in 2024. The good news is you'll actually be able to get the home of your dreams without losing out on every single bidding war. Once rates go down, you're gonna be able to refinance and enjoy a much lower payment. But once rates reach about 6%, I'm worried that there's gonna be a huge influx because of the demand from the millennials and also move up buyers, and you're gonna be caught right back into bidding wars and end up selling for a house you don't really want. I'd much rather refinance, get the lower payment, and sit back and enjoy and watch my equity go up and not have to worry about selling for a house I don't want. Now sellers. Although the market is slowing down, does not mean it's a buyer's market. It's still definitely a seller's market. There's basically gonna be one of two things that is about to happen. First, the Fed could win later in the year and the market has a little bit of crash. I don't think it's gonna be much of a crash, but just in case, it would be great to sell early in the spring while there's still multiple offers going on and still sellers are getting a really good price for their home. The second will be the market stays more or less the same. In that case, cash buyers are king and they're gonna be the ones that have all the leverage to be able to buy your house. There are two types of heavy cash buyers. One is gonna be the investor type and the other one is gonna be someone that's picky that just wants the right house for them. Now, an investor is kind of a problem because they want a 30% deal on their house versus someone that just wants the perfect house for them is willing to pay a little bit more to make sure the house is perfect. In the past several years, sellers have been getting a little bit lazy with fixing up their houses and making them move-in ready for the buyers because of the demand. I think right now, to get the most money from your house, you seller is gonna have to do a little bit more work to get your house perfect so you're one of the few homes that gets sold the quickest and for multiple offers. Now would be a great time for you to call me and let me come by your house and take a look around and help you come up with ideas on what we can do to get your house in the best condition possible to get ready for it to sell. You don't want to call me the week that you want to sell. I mean, you're welcome to, but it helps out a lot if we plan ahead, maybe 6 months, maybe even a year ahead. If you call me, we can walk through your house and say, hey, maybe we should update this, maybe we should update that, and get your house just right. Of course, this is a general market update and times are changing. And I would love to give you a custom market update for your house and your exact neighborhood. For you buyers out there, buying property has made me a lot of money in the past. It's a great hedge against inflation, and it's great to just know that you own the property you're living in and raising your family. And you don't have to worry about a landlord suddenly raising your rent. If you want to get together and we can walk through the process of finding out your personal goals and how I best can help you, my commitment goes beyond the transaction. It's about building lasting relationships and helping you achieve your real estate goals. We've been privileged to witness so many success stories, and I can't wait to help you with yours. If you found this helpful, please share it with someone you know. And if you know of any other topics that you'd like me to dive more deeply into, just let me know. I'd be glad to help. And don't forget, I'm never too busy for any of your referrals.